87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion is a massive, engaging, epic, and gorgeous role-playing game that simply must be experienced. And to make that easier on you, Bethesda Softworks has brought the game to the PlayStation 3. Now this is the exact same game that appeared on the Xbox 360 and the PC, although the graphics on the PS3 are a little bit sharper, the load times are a bit shorter, and the game ships with the Knights of the Nine add-on, which adds a fairly lengthy side quest to the game. If you haven't played Oblivion yet and you own a PlayStation 3, then this is a game that you really shouldn't miss. Oblivion takes place in a massive fantasy world of Tamriel. Several gates to the hellish alternate dimension of Oblivion have opened in Tamriel, flooding the world with evil monsters. It's your job to travel to the fiery plains of Oblivion to close the gates and put an end to the evil invasion. The story quest will take you a good 40 hours to complete, but there's a heck of a lot more to this game than that. As you explore the world, you'll stumble upon all kinds of adventures. There are dozens of hours worth of side quests that you can pick up by joining guilds or talking to the hundreds of unique characters that inhabit the world. You might have to expose a crooked merchant, assassinate someone, spy on a suspicious character, catch a thief, and much, much more. You can complete these quests at your leisure, which really gives you the feeling that you're the one in control of this epic adventure. In fact, the world is so vast and beautiful that you can have just as much fun touring the countryside and taking in the sights as you can fighting for your life in the dark and twisted realm of Oblivion. Be warned though, you can easily lose yourself in this game for hundreds of hours. You get to experience all of this from a first-person perspective, although you can choose to play the game from a behind-the-back view. The first-person view works well to really immerse you in the game. Of course, the gorgeous graphics and exciting combat don't hurt either. There's a good amount of variety to the visuals in the game. From the verdant forest to the dark, claustrophobic dungeons, you'll feel as if you're right there for every swing of the sword and every treasure discovered. On the PlayStation 3, the graphics look a bit better than on the Xbox 360, thanks to a greater draw distance. The game also runs a bit smoother with less frame rate hitches and loading times while you're out in the world. The load times that you do encounter are also noticeably shorter on the PlayStation 3 than on the Xbox 360. The game still doesn't quite run as well as you'd like though, with frequent dips in frame rate and a lot of objects and details suddenly and awkwardly popping into view as you move through the world. Even with the performance issues, this is a fantastic looking game. And it sounds great too, thanks to an excellent orchestrated soundtrack and tons of good voice acting.
Hey, come on now! There's no need to get violent.
Sure, all the characters share the same few voices, but the fact that every single word of dialogue in the game is voiced is really impressive.
On my watch, I'm confiscating your stolen goods. Now pay your fine, or it's off to jail.
The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion is a superb role-playing game experience that shouldn't be missed. The sheer amount of content available in this game means that you won't find a better value in any PS3 game. Between the beautiful graphics, the massive, engaging world, and the deeply satisfying gameplay, this game has something for everyone.